Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I am really excited to bring you from our friends at Creative Expressions their paper cuts collection of paper edgers. And they're all Christmas themed. I can't wait to show you what my friend Debbie and I did with them, so come play with us. So this first one is the Bobble Garland Edger. We've also got the Bethlehem Edger, the Cuckoo Clock Edger, and it's Christmas Edger. So let's get right to it and start with the Bobble Garland. For those of you who have never used paper edgers before, you do need a die cutting machine, and this is how you first place them. I have a card here. This card is, when folded, is 5 by 6 inches, okay? And I should mention that all of these edgers are under 6 inches wide with the exception of one. This one is 6.5 inches wide. So I'm going to show you a trick on how to use this one if you've got a die cutting machine with a 6-inch wide platform. There is a way to use this one with that, so no worries. So the other three will work with a 6-inch wide platform. Well, they all will, but we'll work the traditional way. So first thing is I have my card here, and I'm going to tape the edger so that this bottom portion is on the outside edge. All right, and I like to use a little low tack tape. You could also use washi tape to keep it down, and I always like to tape it on the portion of the card that's going to be cut away, okay? Because when you're even when you're running low tack or washi tape through a die cutting machine, sometimes it can leave a little impression there. This way it doesn't matter because it's being cut away. All right, so this is going to get run through your machine just like this, okay, with it opened. And then when we remove this, there we go. Now, because this is a 5.5 inch wide edger on my 6-inch wide card, it's still connected a little bit right here. So I'm going to take my little scissors and you just go clip and clip, and then this part just falls away, and then you've got your beautiful card with all this wonderful detail. There's a little piece there that didn't evacuate. There we go. Now, how do you make this work if it doesn't go through your 6-inch wide edger? Okay, so I'm just going to use the same one. So you take your card, or if you want to do this on a wider card, so like this is a 6.5 inch wide card, how would we get that through our 6-inch wide machine? All right, so I'm going to use the same edger here. I'm going to tape it down. All right, so then I'm actually going to take the card, instead of running it through this way, I'm going to fold this over. And then I'm going to put it through my machine this way. All right, now when you're all done, you're going to get an impression. So here it is, all done. You're going to get, see if we can see this. Yeah, you can see it. There's an impression there, almost like an embossed image where it's pressed right here on the card. So everything looks all pretty, but then you've got this impression right here, and that doesn't look very nice. So how do we handle that? Okay, well, I'm just going to take a piece of pretty patterned paper. All right, that looks really nice. That is from, that snowflake paper is from Christmas Cuties paper pack. And I'm just going to take my glue. Where is my glue? One moment, please. Just talk amongst yourselves. All right, here we go. This is the Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue. And I just put a couple of dots on the outside edges of the card because it really gets the most wear. Across the top, and a few around the center. I had somebody ask me recently, do you really only use that much glue? Yeah, I don't need to cover the entire thing. I just cover those areas that are really getting the most wear and tear when people are opening it. There we go. All right, so then I also had gone ahead and I added a Dazzle sticker there. These are Christmas script greeting Dazzles, and they come in all these festive colors. They also have little tiny words and phrases. It's another size of Dazzle that we won't be using right now, but I used this red one right there and just put Christmas at the bottom. And now I'm going to use these are primary color fancy border Dazzle stickers, and also come in all these nice colors. I'm going to use this red one right here. Here is this beautiful red border. I'm going to stick that right across the top. I'm going to turn this upside down so I can see it better. There we go. I'm going to put this right across the top, and then I'm going to take my little scissors and trim the excess of that. There we go. And I can also put another little bit down below, another border. Here's one right here. And then I can just leave the rest of this, whoops, gonna be, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it like this because I think that's just a really beautiful, simple representation of just how those look when you leave them white. Okay, so for the rest of or some other cards, I'm going to show you how to take it up a notch, okay, and do some paper piecing on these as well. All right, so this next one is a gorgeous card that my friend Debbie made, and we can like zoom in somewhat on the Steve. Now, she took her die. This is the Silent Night. That's not what that one's called. This one is called the Bethlehem Edger, and it just says Silent Night. And for this one, she actually cut it. This is what it looks at, a white cardstock, but she cut it just a single layer, just like this. But she used silver linen paper, cardstock rather. Gorgeous stuff. And she cut this out, just put it right there, cut a little rectangle of that, ran it through her machine, and then she covered her card with this wonderful suede paper. It's fabric on paper, it's amazing, and this one is ocean suede. It's this beautiful navy paper. So she covered her card with the ocean suede, and then she just glued the silver linen on top. It actually looks beautiful just with the white as well. And then she added some jewel Dazzle stickers. These are gold. This one's pretty well used because I grabbed the wrong one just now. She used her little gold jewel Dazzles, and this is a great little tool. This is a jewel picker. It's got two ends, a little tiny end, and then this one's a little bigger, and they're just sort of a tacky, there's some tacky on there. And then I always like to make sure that I kind of cleaned it off because sometimes it gets sticky, it gets stuff on the tacky end and it doesn't work as well. All right, so then I just like to take that and put it on one of those small little stickers. It lifts right off there, and then you can just sort of lay it down wherever you'd like that, which is a very handy little tool to have. And that's what she did. She decorated that and it looks brilliant as those stars. All right, so that's a kind of a leveled up situation, cutting that out of a specialty paper. All right, and now we've got, here we go, a little paper piecing, if I can find my card here. All right, here is the Cuckoo Clock one. Isn't that beautiful? And this one I love because it doesn't have to be Christmas. It's got some snowflakes on it for winter, but I think this would be really beautiful year-round. And Debbie covered her card front, and she used a slimline card for this. And if you're not familiar with slimline, Those cards are 3.5 by 8.5 inches long. And she covered her card first with paper this is from Country Blooms paper pack. And you can see all the different little patterns that we have there. She covered that first with a sort of purpley lavender paper, and then went ahead and ran it through her machine. Now, once again, if you have a wide format like a Big Shot Plus or a Gemini, it'll go through like this. And if not, you'll do that fold over, and then you'll put it through this way. All right? So either way, you can use this die because it is a 6.5 inch die. And then she actually ran the die through different colors of paper, sort of tan and greens, and then she did a little paper piecing with that. I'm going to show you what paper piecing is about. That's how that looks just out of white cardstock. And this die has actually another little set of little clock hands that you can put right there, and then a little bird and a little heart for your clock too. Very, very cute. And I can show you on the inside here of her card where she backed some of those little pieces right here with paper. And you could leave it like that so that when your recipient opens it, it looks like that. Or you could take a piece of paper and glue that right there so that when you open the card, it's covered. So that works either way there. She added some silver jewel Dazzle stickers right there, and also some really beautiful glitter. Here we go. These are thin line glitter borders stickers, and she used the purple one right there, and she did some right here and right down the side here. And look how she even used some for the little chains right there on the clock. So cute. And then her greeting right here is sending smiles. She didn't use a Christmas one. She used, this is a collection of script greeting dazzles that come in primary colors, and she used the brown ones that are right there. And yes, brown is non-primary color, but we just mixed it in there as extra. All right, so let's see what else we've got. Oh, this last card is gorgeous. This one has a lot of paper piecing on it, and it's also got this beautiful window. So let's show you how to do that one. This one's the Christmas Edger, right here. So Debbie started her card, here we go. She covered her card, her 6.5 by 5 inch card, using blue snowflakes and swirls paper. You can buy this by the sheet at Paper Wishes. She covered her card, and then she actually used a circle cutting die like this and cut away a window. Now on this, she put her die here, folded that over. Once again, you can do that with any kind of die and put it through her machine like this, because her card is 6.5 inches wide. All right, so starting from this point then, we're using some Snowfall Acetate. And Snowfall Acetate's brilliant stuff, and it comes in sheets like this. So Debbie used it right here, and actually just used some glue across that bottom edge, and then actually hid the glue up here. My glue's kind of gotten dried out under the lights here. So this is my super secret tool. I use a paper clip to unclog my glue. There we go. So we're gonna put some up there. All right. And then should mention this is what this piece right here looks like, cut from white cardstock. Now you can put this right here, or, and we're going to glue that down as well. Debbie colored her trees first using a Spectrum Norm marker. Just did a little outlining there, like that, and then did the light. So this has 3 different colors. Ooh, Debbie's marker is drying out. And then she just blended those. So if you're not familiar with Spectrum Norm pens, they're beautiful, wonderful markers where they have a dark shade, a medium shade, and a light shade all in one. And then you can just sort of blend those shades together. Like that. Okay, now we're going to put some glue. Boy, I'm really having trouble with my glue today. Oh, now it's working. Now it's really like, okay, you want some glue? I'm going to give you some glue. All right, so then this is going to go right here. And then we're going to actually take the same image and cut it out of different colors. This is out of black. And we're just going to cut away the portions that we're not going to be using. So like the wheels on the car are going to stay, but we're going to kind of cut across the wheels. Like this. I know it's kind of hard to see on the black background. Just like this. And then we're just cutting these things away. All right, then I'm going to glue that kind of right over the top of this one right there. So now you've got your nice little road. And I've got this beautiful, this is brand new, this is a sneak peek, this is coming this week to Paper Wishes, and this is wonderful, fabulous glitter cardstock. This is red glitter cardstock, and it is great stuff. We love it. It's brand new, it comes in tons of different colors, so that is your official sneak peek on that. And now we're just going to cut away everything on the, except for the car. And we're going to glue that right over there. And you get the idea. Then we can also use, this is gold sparkle holographic paper. You can cut the It's Christmas out of and glue that over the top. And then Debbie also added along the top here a wonderful little pastel fancy border that comes in the pastel collection right over the top. And then she added this wonderful snow, okay? And this is actually Cosmic Shimmer Luna Paste, and the color of this one is Moonlight Pearl. And I'm going to show you how she applied this. Going to need our craft mat for this. So when your card is all done and all paper pieced, I'm going to take this wonderful paste, and I like to just use a palette knife for this application. All right, so I'm actually going to remove all these pieces because they're not glued down. But as I said, you would get everything glued down. Probably it's a good idea to open up your cards. We're not getting anything on the inside. And then you're just going to take that and just put that right on there with that palette knife. And then you'll notice right here all the little scallops and stuff. Just want to be really careful. Debbie also suggested that you do all of this before gluing the white piece down, all the paper piecing. But I wanted to give you an idea of how it looked, because I won't be waiting for it to dry. Just like that. All right, and you're just gonna put that on and then let that dry for probably an hour because it's a nice thick layer. And just make sure you get that off your palette knife because when it dries really well. So you guys, if you can see, we've got this amazing collection of these dies. They're really fun, they're versatile, they're perfect for the holidays. Get them now, get started on them now. There we go. And if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes weekly webisode page, it's on the Money Savers on the right-hand side of the page. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then look below the video in the description box and you'll find a link that will take you right back to Paper Wishes, and you'll see the Money Saver. And also we've got full color photos of everything here in Supply List in our gallery below the video. And then also, if you want to pick and choose your products, we've also got a products used drop down menu where you can look also below the video. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.